Okay, that was the Camp Samuel O'Neill Fort Remote. So continue. Um, maybe we're kind of to the north here, and kind of. Right, this is Fort Emerald, right? Yes. Okay. We could explore that now, I guess. Uh, 80 miles west, getting closer to Dolmen. Oh yeah, this is Blask. Okay, there was spies in Blask, I think. I'm gonna have to go back and watch the episode where we talked about that. And there's another town up here. This is like the friendly Sliss of Nass, right? Yeah, so we could at some point explore both of these. There are two tiny fishing villages on this island, one of humans, one of Sliths. They each seem to keep to themselves, but they also seem to be keeping a wary peace. Yeah, so like, obviously you're not gonna have complete like habitation or whatever instantly, right? But very clearly, if you get a reasonable group of humans and a reasonable group of Sliths, right? And they just want to live their lives, right? Like, yeah, they can coexist, right? Yeah, I mean, we have a Slith in our party right now, like, obviously. Okay, I think we're just going to focus on filling in the map, and then, at some point we'll kind of lock in and start exploring these towns. I don't know if there's anything over here. But probably going to be quite a few episodes of just exploring things. Now, that being said, Nass and Blask are probably going to be pretty quick. I don't think they're that big. Blask might have that quest line though, so that might make that a bit longer. Not really worried about the poison, I just want to explore. Okay, so that was not necessary, because you can just walk in this way. Really cool. But, it's a thought that counts, right? It's like, he didn't have to put the secret there. But he did, because it just, it's cool to find a secret like that. You enter a massive labyrinth of stone walls, magical barriers, traps, and ever-vigilant garrisons of Exile soldiers. This is the front line, the most active front between the soldiers of Exile and the Empire. In the valley above you to the north, you see the Empire barricades, filled with teeming hordes of organized, well-trained troops. Both sides have excellent defenses, and here they sit, in uneasy stalemate. And one thing about the Western Great Cave is we got some pretty intense enemies. Whites and Spectrals as kind of the base, and then they're led by a vampire. Now, we got the Basilisk, which was really cool. Right? That was really cool to get that creature captured. I really would like a vampire though. I think that would be our next goal. Obviously a demon would be cool too. But yeah, I think a vampire or a drake would be kind of cool. But yeah, a vampire is kind of the next level of what we want to do, right? I don't think we're going to be able to do it. An Alchemage would be kind of cool as well. I don't even know if we have it in here. I guess we don't, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna try to capture it, but it's not gonna happen, but we're gonna try. We also got a new spell last time, so we got Ravage Enemy, which is not a spell. It's a mage spell, I guess. Yeah, in. Okay. Pretty good. Okay. Yeah, we're just cooking them now. Once you start getting these strong core courses and stuff and slowing the great. Okay, let's go ahead and move up a little bit and see if we can get Capture Soul. It's so expensive for something that I guarantee you is not going to work, but we have to try. Use this, yep. Yeah, Vampire Bats are pretty good with that 2 attack. Oh, that ranged fire attack. Fire Breath. Yeah, we didn't cast Haste, which was not great, but... might as well just cast it again. I think we can just rest and we should be fine. This might be a mistake, but... You know, I just really would like to get a Vampire Pyro. I think that would be really cool. Yeah, I just think it's such a low chance to succeed. I don't know if maybe if the enemy is damaged, if it increases your chances. You know, we probably need to invest in the luck skill. That would probably help a decent amount, actually.
Cool.
Okay. So this is the front line. Oh. Okay, I don't want to, maybe just reload, okay. Okay, let's go ahead and... Western Great Cave. I think this is like the maze, so I think we'll just head down. And we'll probably need to check this for secrets. We're going to start running into enemies, and that's going to slow down all progress dramatically. Okay, that's actually friendly. So yeah, if the front line is up north, then yeah, really there shouldn't be very many enemies down here. So actually this might be pretty quick to explore this western part of the Great Cave, which would be wonderful. It was a hut here. It was placed between 2 high piles of rubble. Its owner must have wanted his or her privacy. You don't see it until you are right on top of it. On the door is the symbol of exile. Knock. The door is opened by a man in a thick leather jerkin. His sword is out, but after looking you over, he sheaths it. He's clearly a skilled fighter. The muscles ripple freely under the armor, and he moves with the grace of a dancer. His voice, however, is untrained and gruff. He says simply, "I'm Capital, come in." He tells you he was a swordsman for Exile for many years, but retired to come here long before the Empire came. He sometimes ambushes invaders and does training, but mainly tries to stay out of the way of the war. He eventually says, "I fought for a long time. I forgot more about sword fighting than you ever know, but I want wealth like the next side. Give me 2,500 gold and I'll tell you all my secrets of sword fighting." What do you say? And we got plenty of money, so we're gonna try it. It might be a scam. I don't think so, because this guy gives off like, you know, anime kind of character, like, or just like typical, like a classic. You find like this hut in the woods. What's like it's like when Luke went to Dagobah and found Yoda, right? Like, you know, you got this Yoda creature living out in the swamp, right? And it's like you wouldn't maybe assume that that's like, you know, a grand Jedi master, right? But it is. So yeah, this guy's probably pretty legit. So interesting. So Volcoli methodically takes you through a demanding regimen of training. He contemptuously dismisses your fighting technique and shares his fascinating insights with you. It's a difficult several days, but when you're done, your skill is increased. So I don't know exactly... Okay, that actually... It might increase your edge weapon, or it could increase defense. 2010... 6. Okay, we'll do Baldo next. 2010 6. Okay, that's a lot of money. Yeah, for not what we want. Okay. I do like it though, because it's not even on the map, right? So you have to just find this by chance. Expensive, but I guess if you want to increase your skills without leveling up, that's a way to do it. And we have plenty of gold in the game, right? So I like that there's more ways to spend your gold. This body area is a ruin twice over. It was the location where an Exile's 4 cities, but was abandoned in favor of better sites. Then after the Slits Wars, Exiles tried to build a new city here. Last, the Empire attacked and Raider was razed to the ground. Now there's nothing but a broad swath of rubble, and the potential for great things should peacetime ever return. Very cool. Okay. So this... Oh, so Fort Remote does still exist. Okay. That's good to know. I remember Gremlin's Gold was down here. I don't know if that's still in the same place or not. If it is, I'm definitely not doing it soon because that was what the heck? That was definitely difficult. I assume the soldier was gonna fight the giant, right? Okay, we actually might be kind of cooked. This is bad. Okay, we can. Dude, what is this 3D? Oh, I mean 5D chess play. Like, what is this? He's predicting all moves. This is ridiculous. Okay. There's no way he's like juking us, right? What? This is insane. Okay. That's actually wild. Okay. The tunnel slopes sharply upward to the east. Rocks have been cleared away along its length, forming a rough path. Climbing path. And then this leads to Tygo's Den. Interesting. Okay. Man, if this is a long dungeon, we might be kind of cooked, but oh, it's pretty open dungeon. Actually, this is kind of cool. Can we actually fight Tygos? That would be kind of crazy. Oh, it's Hydras. Okay. But there's like a building though. Okay, I think we're gonna do it. We're gonna. It's too intriguing not to. So I'm pretty interested. Hydras aren't the worst thing for sure. They're not great, but yeah, we need some spells. I think we forgot to rest. We need to go outside and rest. All mage. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and then we can do mage haste. Yeah, we might have to fight the giants though if they are still looking for us. Monsters nearby. Yeah, okay, of course. Empire Archers and a Wizard. Okay, this is not going to be easy. Okay, we need to... I prefer to actually call some, I think. There's actually not very many of them, so... Demon, it's not great. Yes, the number of enemies you have to fight exponentially grows. But you can also just do this to solve the problem. Can't reach. Oh, that's not great. Just exponential growth of the amount of things we have to fight. Should be going for the mage. I don't know why I'm wasting time with these guys. I definitely need to get rid of that poison, but we have maybe more important things to cast. I don't know. It's hard to say.
On who?
We can at least give major haste to this guy. Storm. No, not major haste, but just better than not being haste. Oh, okay. Not great. Okay. I don't know when we last saved before we fought. That was a good choice. Okay. Okay, well, I think we're gonna kind of deal with this next time. But yeah, I'll fight these guys off camera. We'll do the Tygo's Den and keep exploring. So I think we're in a pretty good spot. You know, I think for a while we will sort of just. I guess we're still just wandering around and exploring things, but at least now we have, you know, clearance increased. We can do things with that, and yeah, we're making our way. You know, in a way, if you really think about it, I think we're pretty close to like the end, right? Like basically, in terms of the map, like we got this, and then kind of some stuff here, and then like kind of little stuff here. So I think we're over halfway for sure. You know, we just got to tie up some loose ends, and then really just lock in on this side, but. Yeah, I think the thing about a playthrough of like a game that you've never played before is you really don't like the feeling of like just that you have no direction or just like you don't know what you're doing. And especially if you're trying to, do a playthrough, you want to make content that is coherent and time effective, right? And a lot of times that doesn't work out if you don't really know what you're doing, right? You do a whole dungeon and it turns out you need a key for the very end and you don't have the key, right? Not a great feeling, but I feel like this location though, at least for the next probably 20 episodes, we should be pretty set, I think. Yeah, so it's good. I'm enjoying it, and I hope you guys are too. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.